Okay, so let's get started with the ingredients for our collard greens, right? So now I have some salt here, onion powder, garlic powder, liquid smoke. I have, of course, my smoked turkey leg, but you could use ham if you like, or smoked turkey ham. Chicken bouillon. I have, of course, the collard greens, right? And which we are going to wash and deveined. I also have here 2 jalapeno. It depends what, if you could put 1. It all depends on the amount you're making. And I have some sofrito here. I know this is an African American recipe, guys, but don't knock it until you try it, okay? Gives it an extra flavor. Now let's get started. So here I am going to add some salt in the water because we're going to use this water to start boiling. So I have my onion powder. And of course, guys, onion powder and garlic powder doesn't have salt, so you could put as much as you like, okay? So here I added the onion and the garlic powder. I'm also going to add a little bit of the liquid smoke to give it that extra smoky flavor. I love liquid smoke. So here I am going to drop my baby, okay? So we are going to go ahead and let this boil for at least a good hour. And now it has been literally an hour and 15 minutes. I went ahead and already cut it up and put it back in there. Now I'm adding an envelope or chicken bouillon and my jalapenos. Again, with the jalapeno, it depends if how much heat you would like in your collard greens. You could add less or don't add anything at all. It's your choice at this point. And I'm gonna go ahead and add couple spoons of sofrito. If you don't know how to make the sofrito, I have the link below this recipe. Research it and look at it. It's very simple, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this simmer some more while we go ahead and get ready to clean and cut up our collard greens. I want all my ingredients to dance together. You already know I like that dancing with the ingredients. So here, guys, I went ahead and I already washed my collard greens. Now with collard greens have a tendency to hold up to dirt. So please make sure you wash your collard greens. I wash at least 3 times with very hot, I would say warm water, but as hot as it could get, to make sure that it's super clean. Now what I mean by devein is this. You rip this off, and devein is that big stem right in the middle. We don't want that. So you want to remove that. So you want to do that to each of your leaves before you get ready to cut it. So I already had deveined all the rest of them. And now I'm going to show you how to cut it. For those of you who don't know how to cut it the correct way. And this is your choice, guys. It all depends if you want your strips thick or thin. This is all up to you, what you prefer. But you want to make sure you roll them up like this, a bunch of leaves at a time, or it's going to take you forever doing a leaf one at a time. And it should look like this. And again, it's your choice. If you want it thinner than that, you cut it thinner than that. You want it thicker than that, you cut it thicker than that. Now we're going to go over to the stove. Now, as you can see, all the other ingredients had danced. They have made a party in that pot. So they are ready for the collard green. They said, come on now. Okay, so now we are going to add the collard greens. As you could tell, I enjoy cooking, right? It makes me excited. But we are going to go ahead and add the collard greens. And we're going to make sure that all of it is immersed in all its liquid. This recipe, I believe, is pretty simple to do, and of course, after you put everything in the pot, it's pretty much covering it and just wait for it to cook on its own. So here I'm pushing it down, making sure that all my collard green is simmer. As you can see, I took my bone and and strip it and everything and put it back in there. Always leave your bones in there, guys, all the way to the end, because that bone makes your broth richer. Trust me, keep your bone in there. So now we are going to go ahead and let it cook at least for another hour. I'm going to cover it and let it cook for an hour. So it's been already an hour. So let's look how our collard greens are looking. At this point, they should be pretty much done. As you can see, how beautiful. This is how you want your collard greens to look. And when I tell you these collard greens are flavorful, I mean just that. They are very, very flavorful. Look how beautiful it is. And collard greens, guys, you could cook it for so many, events through the year, and it's good for you. So this is pretty much it. It's done. Thank you for coming to my channel. Do not forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day.